Shalom. Call all y'all about Shin Shah. Shalom to the elect. And double honors to the elders and apostles. Now, I just want to go on and listen about, what's going on around the earth right now. Because prophecy is definitely unfolding. And recently I was looking at what's going on over in Syria with, let me scroll down some. When I got off work, it was talking about Idlib airstrike. It said dozens of Turkish soldiers killed in Idlib strike by Syrian military. Now, if you're familiar with the scripture, we want to talk about the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Go to it. The nations, the main topic of this lesson is the nations are being gathered in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Because that's what you see going on right now. They ain't having this past week or now, but recently, in this past month or so, they've been having drills over there. A lot of tension been brewing over there. Recently, that General Soleimani got killed. The Iranians, they ain't really retaliate like they want to. They just been waiting. You want to see this? Book of Joel. You got tension brewing up over there in Israel with Net and Not a Jew, and this new guy that just popped up, last name Gantz or something like that. Got tension brewing up over there. Syrian refugees run towards European border as Turkey will no longer stop them. So you got all this different stuff brewing up over there, man. Say 33 Turkish soldiers killed in Syria air raid in Idlib. Now, ultimately, you know who helped orchestrate this shit. Because that land right there is very vital for oil pipeline. So then you also have Russia over there helping the Syrians out. But ultimately, all these nations, they're going to get drawn. Let me find another video real quick. I'm going to go into some scriptures.
As Syrian and Russian forces attempted to retake land lost.
But all these different nations, I should say, they're going to get drawn over into this region of the world just for the prophecy in the book of Joel to come to pass. I'm going to let this play and I'm going to go into it and I'll end that off.
To rebels on Thursday, Turkish forces supporting the rebels came under fire. Their bloodiest day in the conflict so far.
As a result of the airstrikes, 33 soldiers have been martyred.
Helicopters and ambulances were seen streaming across the border earlier in the day to evacuate the wounded. Returning to Hatay as crowds gathered outside the hospital, Turkey says it's responding by attacking every known Syrian government target.
Turkish armed forces using with the missiles and also at the same time the artillery forces from the border are strongly hitting the air defense systems and many ammunition depots of the regime forces. The situation in which the opposition was being back to Turkish armed forces will change everything, because from now on we will see not only the opposition on the ground but also the maneuver and the firepower of the Turkish armed forces, including the air force.
İdlib'de de gelişmeler, the developments in Idlib have turned back in our favor.
Hours earlier, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan had hailed the battlefield successes. Turkey has thousands of troops in Idlib supporting rebel forces, at war with Syrian troops backed by Russia. Turkish airstrikes have been pounding Syrian government positions for days. A de-escalation zone agreement between Turkey and Russia, signed in 2018, was intended to prevent such fighting and protect 4 million civilians living there. Far from de-escalation, there is an unfolding calamity for civilians in Idlib as Turkey and its rebels battle Syria and Russia.
The situation is worsening by the day. The escalation of fighting in the northwest since December has pushed over 900,000 people including over 500,000 children, away from their homes and into danger.
Whatever happens with Sarakir, it won't end there or anytime soon. Turkey says it will deepen its involvement in Syria against the government it's now labeled the enemy.
And look, now recently in the news, you had the U.S. talking about Assad, trying to bring down Assad and his regime just so they can set up somebody new, man. That's what they do in all these different little countries, like how they deal with Muammar Gaddafi, how they deal with Saddam Hussein. Different little regions in the world, how they trying to do down there with Maduro, down in Venezuela. All these different little regions, man, they set up these little operations and all this different stuff. But ultimately, this is why they're being gathered over there. And if you want to go watch this, just go on Al Jazeera News and look at this is the name of this video right here. I'm going to the book of Joel. I'm gonna just read on through this chapter. It says in the book of Joel, chapter 3, starting in verse 1, it says, "For behold, in those days and that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem," what you see going on now. That's why you see men around the earth calling themselves Jews from the tribe of Judah, Levites from the tribe of Levi, Benjaminites from the tribe of Benjamin, and so on and so on, through all the other tribes. And it says, "I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land." And our people that we scattered in the U.S., scattered in China, scattered in Japan, scattered in Russia, scattered throughout Africa, scattered in Europe, Germany, scattered in Greenland, with some other areas, New Zealand, Hawaii, all different regions around the earth, our people scattered. It says, "And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink," which still goes on to this day. Because a lot of the men you see, just like in mainstream media and stuff like that, they basically use them like a harlot. The women, they sell them for different gains, whether it be for gold, for money, whatever, even wine. You know, the elites, they still got some of them old customs, just like we still keep some of our old customs, like getting circumcised, or whenever our people have cooking events, we dwell in tents. That's how you know who Jacob is, and that's how you know who Esau is. But it says in verse 4, it says, "Yeah, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine?" Which, hey, Palestine, there's a lot of shit going on with them over there. It said, "Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because you have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where you have sold them," which you see us raising them right now, and the final raising is when the elect get beamed up and raised up into them ships out there. It says, "And will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it." I'm going to read on some more. It says, "Prepare you this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." That's what you see going on over here. It says, let me see. It says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong." That's what you see going on here. Turkey and like different little areas like this, Korea, Syria, a lot of these different places, they not no real like super warlike type countries. Now they are though. That's because this prophecy coming to pass right here. It said, "Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about." And that's what's about to happen, man. I was talking to the Akim at my job about stuff that's going on. He was like, "Man, how long do you think it's going to be? Like, what, the next 10 years, 20 years?" I'm like, "No, this could pop out in the next year or so." This prophecy right here. I ain't gonna be exact with no date, but stuff moving quick, man. It ain't like no stuff that's gonna hold the next 50 years and no stuff like that happening now. You see all this stuff happening now. In verse 13 it says, "Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe." And that's what Yahweh Shem Yahshua is basically putting the spirit on Joel to prophesy this. Because right now the harvest is getting ripe, man. You see all this stuff happening over there. These different countries having all this tension. Then they hold these UN meetings. They want to have peace talks. Peace talks. And the ceasefire lasts 72 hours, and that's it. And then they right back to what they're doing. It says, get ye down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. It says, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. The sun in a moment shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the reason why, because once them nukes and all the missiles go off, it's going to be a bunch of smoke in the air that's going to block out the sun, block out the moon, and block out the stars. Basically how they call it a nuclear winter. I'm going to go to, just for edification, I'm going to show how that's going to look. Let me see this one. This some music or something. I know this ain't what I was looking for. But it got some imagery on it. This is a glimpse of what it's gonna be looking like. You won't be able to see nothing. That little light right there, that ain't even really gonna be visible. They just got it visible on this video. It says, "The Lord Yahweh also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and earth shall shake. But the Lord Yahweh will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel." And that's what we believe in, man. The elect ultimately believing and being able to escape from this judgment is coming and be delivered. So hey, you can pay attention to the news, man. Keep watching what's going on. Because they keep bringing out all type of other little bullshit in the media, little distraction stuff like that. But the main stuff that's really going on is these prophecies, man. The scriptures say you should hear wars and rumors of wars, famines and pestilence. Nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. That's the stuff that's going on right now. Earthquakes in diverse places. In the book, let me read this in the exact wording. In Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, it says, "A nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." And that's what you see going on right now, man. So stay alert out there. Lord's willing, it's edifying. Call out Yahweh Shem Yahshua on the Bible ball.